In this particular question, we've been asked to find the area under the curve y equals x squared minus 2x plus 5 in the interval from 2 to 4. So we start this question by graphing our particular quadratic function. And you'll note that this particular function is a positive function in the interval in which we're interested in, meaning the interval from 2 to 4, the entire function is above the x-axis. This is important, and you'll see why it is important when we get into the next particular example. But for now, it is important that you realize that you should always graph your function prior to determining the area below the curve in the defined interval. So the area is going to be equal to the integral from 2 to 4 of x squared minus 2x plus 5 dx. Well, what that means is we're going to have to take the antiderivative of x squared minus 2x plus 5, and we end up with 1/3 x cubed minus x squared plus 5x. We don't have to put the plus c in this case because since we're dealing with a definite integral which has a lower and upper limit, when we evaluate that, the c values are going to cancel out. So we can save ourselves the hassle of writing it in. If it was an indefinite integral where the upper and lower limits are not provided, then in that case we would put plus c. So now we evaluate that antiderivative at x equals 4, and we subtract from that the value of that antiderivative when evaluated at x equals 2. So that's where we get the next line. And then it's merely a matter of working out those various values and combining them. And what we find in this case is that the area below this curve is 16 and 2/3 square units, or units squared.